3.
Hey guys, it's James here from eBassGuitar, and I wanted to take a second to tell you all about the new eBassGuitar Jazz Jam Backing Tracks album Volume 2. Not so long back we released the original Jazz Jam Backing Tracks album, and this sold hundreds upon hundreds of copies, and this was a real runaway success. I guess it was so because it literally is an album of backing tracks for bass players, made by bass players. So let me take a moment to let you know where the inspiration came from for the original Jazz Jam Backing Tracks album. I've been going to Jazz Jam sessions now for well over 20 years, and I noticed something very, very important, that the same tracks cropped up wherever you were in the world. So if you went to a jam session in London or Sydney or New York or Japan, chances are you would always see a very, very similar set of tracks. So I teamed up with my friend and amazing multi-instrumentalist Simon King to put an album of these together, especially for bass players. The Jazz Jam Tracks Volume 1 was the 12 most important tracks that you as a bass player need to have under your belt if you're going to go to a jazz jam session. So obviously there are far more than 12 jazz tracks out there in the world, and we've had loads and loads of questions through asking us if we are going to do a sequel to the Jazz Jam Backing Tracks album. And yes, of course, I'm really pleased to let you know that the Jazz Jam Backing Tracks album Volume 2 is now out. I've teamed up with Simon again, and we have put together the next 12 tracks that you really need to know if you're going to a jazz jam session wherever you are in the globe. So please listen to the rest of this video and you can get a sample for what exactly is in the Jazz Jam Tracks Volume 2. In this backing track album, we have focused in on covering 3 main areas. Swing grooves, so you can practice your walking bass; straight grooves, so you can practice your funky bass lines; and Latin, so you can practice your sambas and your bossa novas and your boogaloos, etc. Also, every track is inspired by the original, and you will get a copy of the track with bass, so you know what to aim for. You get a track without bass, so you can play along with it, and you also get a PDF chord chart, so you can see the accurate chord changes that the tracks are working to. The quality of these tracks is nothing short of amazing. So if you want to feel what it's like to play with a world-class rhythm section and also get yourself super prepared to go and play at a jazz jam session, please click the link to get your copy of the Jazz Jam Tracks Backing Track album Volume 2 today. I've been James from eBassGuitar, and please check this video out all the way to the end. I'll see you on the other side.